All right, what's going on, folks? Ontarian here, passive income guru. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. All right, just checking a couple of things before I get started. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Hey, what is today? Man, I'm losing track of time. Sunday. I was just about to say Monday, but hey, we're about less than 2 hours away. Real quick, guys, I don't want to be too long, but I was just kind of crunching some numbers and wanted to get you guys more acquainted with the power of uh, making something work out of your own money, right? Making your money work for you is what I'm trying to say. Let me put some couple things in perspective real quickly. Um, One of the things that we're not taught traditionally in school, right? We're taught early on how to add, how to subtract, how to divide, right? You learn that in elementary. You learn. You get into high school, you're learning algebra and all this just craziness, right? Uh, I actually went to college and took calculus, which was crazy, bizarre. Got as high as calculus 2 and did not pass. I could not pass calculus 2. Bizarre, right? All these formulas and hypothetical situations when it comes to mathematics dealing with numbers. But what was the craziest thing to me is this. You got all these numbers, but nobody in traditional school is teaching how to make your money work for you, right? We're taught how to add, we're taught how to add, subtract, how to divide, but never in all of my years were we taught how to make our money work for us. It's only after you leave college. It's only after you leave college where you actually stumble upon um, this idea of making your money work for you. And a lot of us, unfortunately, are first exposed to this idea at a job, okay, through what we call a 401k. I'm going to show you guys real quick. Again, I don't want to be too long tonight because I'm kind of exhausted. Been a long day. Good day though, productive day. Um, and I want to kind of show you guys the difference, not only the difference, but the power between what I have and what tradition has, right? Because tradition has told us, let's be honest, tradition has led us astray, right? Uh, my parents, my mentors growing up told me that going to school and getting a job was the American dream. Okay, and I took that and ran with it, just like probably many of you. And you fast forward to 2025, and you look at your life. Not saying that money is going to uh, solve everything, ladies and gentlemen, but you know, I'm here. I'm hearing the stories. I'm seeing the post, and I'm seeing the headlines and things like that. And I'm talking to people on the phone, and many people, ladies and gentlemen, are struggling. Okay, uh, they don't have enough money to even pay bills, right? And you would think that all this education that we were told to get uh, would suffice, would basically show us how to at least keep $1,000 revolving in our bank accounts. Okay. So there's an epidemic, and I talk about this all the time when I get on video. There is a financial epidemic that is going on right now, and it's not going to get better until people are educated. Number one. Number two, once you get educated, you have to take action, immediate action, right? And then once you take immediate action, don't be stingy. Share. Okay. So as you guys know, I've been in the game. If you don't know, welcome to all new people. Welcome to the channel. If you're on my Instagram or your YouTube, Facebook, whatever, wherever you are, welcome. Make sure you follow me. Make sure you subscribe. I've been at this now over 2 decades, and it's been a great ride. I love what I do because I can sit in the comfort of my office. I can sit in the comfort of my office and reach the masses around the world, which is a phenomenon. I mean, technology, you got to be kidding me, man. You got to be kidding me. I can sit here in my office here in Oklahoma talking to you guys over the internet all through the world, huh? Right? Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second. My wife, she tends to call me every time I get on the video. I don't know what it is. Okay. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me just get to the point. I have a few different options, a few different things that's going to help you make passive income. But one of the main constituents that you have to tap into, that you got to tap into, is my passive income guru software or Forex trading robot. Okay. This idea of making your money work for you, is something that we were not taught in school. You'll never be taught that in school, right? That's only for the rich. That's only for the wealthy. We're going to keep that a secret, so to speak. Okay. But it's really not a secret, folks. All right. If you want to increase your bottom line, let me just give it to you straight. It's not going to be by getting a second job. It's not going to be by getting a third job. As a matter of fact, it's not going to be by going back to school and getting an education. Okay. I'm just going to tell you straight. Financial stability or financial freedom comes in many different shapes and forms and fashions. Everybody's number is different. Your number may be $3,000 a month extra, and you can actually walk away from your job. Somebody else is $10,000 a month. Somebody else is more. Okay, everybody's number when it comes to how what they need to be comfortable and to live a carefree life. Okay, because many of the stresses, guys, that happen in the world comes down to money. A lot of money is up there. Money is up there. You look at many marriages that end, or many marriages that are going through things. I guarantee you money is at the top 3. Guaranteed. Okay, so we can kind of solve the money issue. We can eliminate a lot of stress. Okay, and that's why I said in the beginning, it's not about getting rich. Okay, Lord, I mean, if it's the Lord's will that you get rich, so be it. You know, I set out on this journey, believe it or not, guys, again, over 20 years ago. And my goal, believe it or not, was I wanted to make an extra $50 to $100 a day. That's all I wanted to do. $50 to $100 a day. That's all I wanted. And guess what? From being online all this time and sharing my experience and sharing knowledge and everything, you know, I surpassed that. You know, it got, you know, many $1,000 days and multiple four-figure days, and you know, multiple five-figure months, multiple six figures. You know, it blows my mind. Okay, it blows my mind. And I, you know, I'm a stickler to not being stingy, right? Because truth be told, folks, I can shut down today. I can move to anywhere I want. I can go to another country, another state, whatever, and all I need is my phone, or computer, my PC, and Wi-Fi, and I can make magic happen. I can make magic happen, and you can too. You can too. So here's what I want to do, guys, and I'm really shifting, and listen. Let's really listen to me now. Really, I want this to be clear as day. I'm shifting my perspective. Okay, everything that I've done over the years, you know, um, the traditional things that I did in the years of, you know, early 2000s, the MLMs, the affiliate marketing, the digital marketing, all the stuff you see online. And let me just put this out there so that you are aware. Everything you see online, give or take, is the same stuff. Every opportunity that comes about, you know, they call it, what do you call that? Shiny object syndrome. Okay, I was a victim of that some time ago, where I would see something online, somebody will post something on Facebook or Instagram, and you know, and it looks good, but when you really dig into it, it's the same opportunities, but with a different bow tie. When you unravel it and you really get into it, you're like, oh man, this is the same stuff, this is the same opportunity that I was in 2-3 years ago. It's just a different name. So don't be fooled, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, as the years go on, you should get wiser. You should get more methodical. You should be more meticulous in your money moves. That's going to save you a lot of headache, and it's going to save you a lot of money. And my job, and this is the shifting that I'm talking about. My job is to give you the information that is going to get you laser speed going in the right direction. Because truth be told, I could join a program today and start promoting and make money. Do I want to do that? No. I want to give you a cutting edge opportunity that from day one, it's going to start giving you results from day one. So what are we talking about here, ladies and gentlemen? We're talking about my passive income guru software, Forex trading software. Many of you know that I've been a Forex trader for years now, and I love it. I love it. But you know what? You know what else I love? Probably more than just trading or manual trading is I love when it's hands free. I love it when I can go to bed, kiss my wife good night, kiss my granddaughter good night, and I'm in bed and dreaming, and my software is making money for me. That's a sweet deal. That is a sweet deal right there. Okay. Got a Disney cruise coming up for my granddaughter. We're going on a nice little Disney cruise here soon. Guess what? I'm gonna still be making money because my bot is going to be on 24/5. It doesn't turn off, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And when you learn how to tap into something like that, your whole life can change. Your whole life can change. Money is meant to be made not only just to pay your bills, ladies and gentlemen, but to work for you. Did you know your money got legs and arms? You just gotta put that thing to work. They got legs and arms. When next time you pull out $100 bill, okay, or a $20 bill, whatever, you look and see if it got some legs and arms. It's hidden in there. You gotta get real close. You gotta get real close. But it's not gonna work for you until you understand that the importance of it. So let's get that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me share my screen. So I was curious tonight. I said, let me just run some numbers. Let me run some numbers. You guys should be able to see my screen here. I said, let's run some numbers. Let me do some research. Everybody is familiar with a 401k, right? Most people, if you're working a job, you're familiar with a 401k, also known as a retirement plan. And a lot of times when you when you get on a job, they're gonna give you the option to invest in their 401k, right? Now, a lot of times, again, these companies, which is good, they will match you. They will match you, right? So you may contribute a certain amount, and then they may contribute a certain amount. So I just did a search and pulled up this particular calculator, and I left it in a generic form with these numbers, right? So let's just say a person is making 40 a year, which, man, that's definitely poverty level. Nobody can really live off 40K a year these days. Inflation is killing that right now, especially if you got a family. Okay, so let's just keep it at 40 a year. Okay, let's keep it at 40 a year. All right. Right here it says, how much do you contribute each month? Now, I got 10%. That's 4,000 out of this right here. Nobody's doing that. I don't think anybody's doing. I mean, if they are, it's very rare because people got bills, right? So I'm gonna put that down to. Let's put that to 5%. Okay, so instead of 4,000 a month, 2,000 a month, you putting in to your 401k. Okay, how much will your salary rise each year? I'm just going to keep that 0 for now. Let's just say a person starts investing in around 30 years old. That's probably the average. And then most people are looking to retire. The magical age is 65 years old. Okay. The expected rate of return, 7%. I think that's average as well. 7%. Okay. And I think that's on a yearly basis, folks. Yes, I think that's on a yearly basis. 50% match. Most companies will match it 50%. Okay, and then salary limit per employee, just gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna hit calculate. So after, let's see, you started at 30 to 65 is 35 years. Now, we're not taking into consideration, again, we're not taking into consideration a couple of factors. You got inflation that is definitely on the brink. It's going to continue as we speak. Okay, so you invested 70,000 over a 35-year period, and after 35 years of working for whatever company this is, ladies and gentlemen, you're only taking home 414,000. Listen to me now. You invested 70,000. Okay, your employer matched that 50%, so they threw in an extra 35K. You add that together, a little over 100K, right? Now, this is just an estimate, folks. That could be more, could be less. We know that's all dependent upon the market, right? But $414,000 is what you're taking home. And this is dependent upon you making 40K a year. You're contributing 5%. They're matching you 50%. In 35 years, you're going to take this home. Okay. Now, you just, whatever job you're working, if this is similar as far as when it comes to the contribution of the company, and then you may be making more or vice versa, plug in your numbers, okay, and see what that is. But this is just an example. Now, another thing I did, that's the 401k. Keep that in mind. Another thing I did, I said, well, how much is the high yield savings account? What is it doing? Okay. So this is what most people are asking. Google is going to give you what a lot of people are asking. Is kind of like, you can ask ChatGPT the same thing. But basically, this is what a lot of people are asking. They're saying, how much money will $10,000 make in a high yield investment account? All right. And it says here, $10,000 1-year CD at 4.45% is going to yield you about $445. Okay. So, yeah. So you're going to have to leave that in there for quite some time to even touch or get close to 414, right? Now, pay close attention because we're going to transition, folks. Now, the difference, let me tell you before I transition into what I'm going to transition into, let me tell you the big difference between the 401k, the high yield, and what I'm going to show you with the Forex trading, with the bot, okay, or the power of Forex trading. All right, and there's a component. There is a really important component that I want you guys to pay attention to. So I'll pull up this site right here, and I just said, let me just put in 10,000, and let's do it for 12 periods, which is 12 months, okay? And let's just say it did 1% per month, okay? So after a year, right, you got 11,268, right? Now, over here at the 401k, it took 35 years, and it only gave you $414,000, right? But look how much you put in. You put in 70K of your money, of your hard-earned money. Now, again, folks, not knocking a 401k. If you got 401k and they're going to match you, take advantage of that. Let me just say that right now. If you're at a job and they say, you know what, you put in this amount, we're going to match you, take advantage of that, okay? Just leverage it for now, right? So they match you. 35K here, but it took 35 years for you to retire, and you're only getting 414. So 35 years over here is, how many months is that? That is, hold on one second. Let me do some math here. Let me do some math. Math wasn't my best subject in school, as I told you guys earlier. So $35. So we got 35 years. Uh, 400 months. I think that's it. 400 divided by 12 is 33. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. 400. So we didn't change anything here. It's going to keep it, going to put 400 here, which equals about 33 years. I think my math is right on that. We're going to keep it at 1% gain. 10,000 bucks at 1% gain for 30 something years. Look at that. You see the difference? You see the difference? 535,000. We only put in 10,000 here. You put in 70,000, and they put an extra 35K on top of that. That's over 100K. You see the power of Forex in the comp. So the missing component, ladies and gentlemen, is not only the compounding, okay, but the risk that each of these, each time your balance grows, there is a certain risk level that my software is able to pick up on once your balance increases. So, truth be told, ladies and gentlemen, a $10,000 balance is going to be, you're going to hit that number way before 30-some years, because of this calculator is not taking into effect. It's not taking into the what's my word? It's not taking the compounding effect into existence, if that makes sense. It's just giving you those 1% gains, but it's not giving you the lot sizes, so to speak. If you guys are familiar with Forex trading, there's something called lot sizes. Okay. And then, so what happens is, let me give you an example. Let's go over to my whiteboard. So, real quick, let's say you have a $10,000 account, and you put that inside of my bot, right? Now, I showed you just a real slim example of what could happen over time. And again, as compared to a 401k, the bot, of course, as you can see, blows out the water, blows the high yield investment out the water. Okay. And what these calculators are not calculating is, again, something called a lot size, right? So you have a 10K account. You started with us. The bot is going to recognize, here's what it does. The bot recognizes automatically the amount that you put in. Okay. Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second. My wife calling me again. Hey, honey, I'm still on this video. I'm still doing a live video. I'm almost done. Okay. All right. So, I lost my train of thought. You put 10K in. Again, the traditional calculator, Forex calculator, is only going to show you percentage gain, right? You guys ever heard of that? What is that called? There's a question that goes out that I see online all the time, and it says, "Would you rather take $1 million today or a penny doubled every day?" That's the question. And most people look at that, they'll look at the number, the big number, right? The big picture, and say, "Give me the $1 million." Not knowing that a penny doubled every day is going to yield more in the end. That's the concept here. That's what I'm trying to get to here. Okay. So you start out with 10 grand, your lot size. What's going to happen is the bot is going to recognize the amount, and it's going to calculate the risk per trade. Okay. So you may start out at a 0.03 to 0.05 lot size. Okay. And then as your account grows, when it gets to 10, 5, 11, and vice versa, this is going to continue to go up. Your lot size is going to continue to go up. Okay. So the compounding effect is already starting to happen. That's not taken into consideration here. So that's why this account would be well over $1 million way before 30-something years, folks, because of the components that's built inside of this bot. Okay. Very powerful. Very powerful. As a matter of fact, the account that you guys see me share with you on a regular basis every single week, that particular account started with only $3,000. Show you the power of this. For 7 years straight, this account grew for 7 years, and it's still growing today. Now that particular account, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, is over $1 million. It's over $1 million. Okay. So now that particular account is easily doing 5 figures a week, hands-free. Okay. That's the power of the compound is what I'm talking about. A penny, it's the penny. Look it up. If you don't believe me, Google a penny doubled every day. And what it would be in about a year or two. That's the power of what we're talking about here. Compounding is they call it the 8th wonder of the world. It's a hidden gemstone. The mind, your mind cannot wrap itself around it because tradition has tainted our minds to only understand addition, subtraction, and division. Okay, we were not taught compound interest in school. That's why when you see numbers like this, 3K into $1 million, you're like, oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, it is right. It is right. Compound interest is what it is. taking into effect, okay, the risk level, because the bot is genius. Ladies and gentlemen, just real quick, I'm just gonna draw out a few different components about the bot and why it's so genius. Why it's so genius. Okay. The bot is going on 10 years running. So we got longevity here. Okay. The bot's been running going on 10 years long. All right. Here's another component. The bot has never blown one account. The bot has never blown one account, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. The bot is very conservative. This bot is very conservative. So you're looking at anywhere from 1 to 9% per month. And here's the key component: compounded. That's the secret sauce. There's another component that works along with the compounded portion of this. Of course, I can't share that with you, but it's built into the bot already. That's why this was able to go from 3K in 7 years to over $1 million. That blows any 401k out the water, any high yield investment out the water, any IRA out the water. Blows it completely out the water. Okay. There are 10. It's another one. And this is what I can't share with you. And this is why it works so well. There are about 10 to 12 different strategies built into this bot. 10 to 12 different strategies built in. So a lot of money spent on developing this bot. A lot of money. That's why it performs so well. These secret strategies right here, again, they're a secret. They are a secret. Don't ask me to share a secret, which is a secret. I can't share a secret with you because it's a secret. These 10 to 12 strategies is why this account was able to go from 3K to $1 million in 7 years. Okay. Just think if you start with 10K. Think if you start with 5K. All right. We got an account that started with 500. This is one of our private clients. That account grew over 3,000%. That account grew over 3,000%. Hands-free and still growing. It's still growing. This is a no-nonsense way. This is a no-nonsense way for you to finally put your money to work without any hassle, without any worries, without wondering if your account's going to be there tomorrow. It's that good. It's that good, folks. Seriously. Again, I've been in this game for a long time. I know a good thing when I see it. I know a good thing when I see it. It don't take long at all. Not one bit. Okay. Some of you probably wondering, well, everything looks good, Ontarian. I'm all in. Now let's get down to business. What's the cost, right? Well, glad you asked. So it is a hefty fee, but here's what I want you guys to understand before I put this on how much it costs. Many of you who are looking at this and will look at this video, many of you, I would say over 80%, has went to some type of higher education, whether it be associate's degree, maybe, a 4-year degree, master's, doctorate, whatever, right? And I guarantee you that you spent well over $10,000 probably just in one semester. Guaranteed. If you went higher than associates or masters, or you're in the 50s, maybe 100 plus, easy. And let me say this: all that education, they did. I guarantee they still did not teach you about compound interest, about how to make your money work for you. As a matter of fact, before you even got the job, they wanted some type of experience from you. They say, hey, you need experience. Well, how am I going to get experience if I'm just getting out of school if you don't give me the job? So you spent all this money looking for a job, spending all your gas, spending, maybe had to coop up with some family, some friends before you got on your feet. Okay, I'm talking to somebody tonight. I know I am, because I've been there. Right? In the end of it all, right? You give your years, you give your hard sweat, your sweat, your tears, and everything to a job. You miss time with your kids, your family, miss time, those key moments. And you look up, you're like, man, what do I got to show after all these years? What do I got to show? What do I have to show? So this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, is a way to probably resuscitate, give you that that encourage you to do something different, right? To do something different. Not only that, people are looking for this. How many people out there are looking for something legit? Something legit they can put their money in and it actually works. Hundreds and thousands of people every second of the day. Every second of the day. Right? It's amazing. So with that said, the price of the bot is $5,000. And that is to be paid through Bitcoin. Okay. Now here's another component that I'll share with you. I'm giving everyone the opportunity to share this with others. Even if you don't own the bot, You can share this opportunity. Feel free to share my videos. Feel free to share whatever I post online. Okay. Make sure to join my WhatsApp group. I always leave a link below my videos. You can share this opportunity and get people to get the bot. If you come to me and say, Ontario, I saw your videos. You know, I know people that got money. I just don't have the money, but I know people that got money that's looking for an investment. Okay, and you come to me and they join under your leading. I'm going to compensate you for that. There's a finder's fee, what we call a finder's fee. Okay, I call it a finder's fee because this is not an affiliate program or anything like that. I call it a finder's fee. I'm going to give you or shoot you $1,000 every single time. Every single time. That adds up. That adds up, ladies and gentlemen. Over time, okay, if you don't have the 5K right now, right, you share with 5 people, you just got to buy yourself. That fast. Okay? Everybody knows at least one or more persons with money. Everybody. I don't care if you're a bum on the street. You know somebody with money. It's a powerful opportunity, folks. That's why I say, when I said earlier, I'm shifting because it's I feel that at this time in life in 2025, people are everything is increasing, everything is getting faster, technology is increasing. And what I'm feeling is a lot of people want more time with their families. They want a way, but they still want a way to make money at ease without a lot of hassle. That's what this is. This is not a get rich quick though. This is a long-term play. This is a long-term play depending on what you put in. Okay? This is a long-term play, guys. Okay? Just want to give you a heads up on that. Again, not a get rich quick. But it's going to be a lot better than the 401k. As I just showed you, it's going to be a lot better than that thing high yield investment, as I just proved to you. Okay, for real. But again, as you're growing your portfolio, and what I tell my customers, my clients, treat it like a savings account. Treat it like a high yield savings, but it's just on a better, higher scale because now you're tapping in compound interest. Now you're tapping into the secrets of the sauce here, man. And not only that, while it's growing in the background, start to share with people. Remember, don't be stingy. Share with folks and make that $1,000. I got folks this week that's about to make their first $1,000 online because they shared this thing. Crazy. They probably gonna fall out their chair when I send them they finder's fee. They gonna be like, man, this is for real. Yes, it is. Yes, it is for real. And I'll be happy to send it too. I'll be happy to send this $1,000 to you with a smile. Okay, so that's my time, guys. I gotta call my wife back. She called me twice. Must be something. I gotta because she got the grandbabies. Took the grandbabies swimming, so I gotta make sure they're okay. I kind of went too long as always, but I want these guys know I'm detailed. I gotta go in detail and give you all the nooks and crannies before I get off every time, so you understand. Okay, so that's my time. Hopefully, you guys. Hopefully, I was able to help shift you guys your mindset a little bit. because that's what this is, guys. It's all a mindset in the end. That's all it is, all a mindset, for real. Okay. And that's it. Okay. See some people tuned in tonight. Ricardo, thanks for tuning in. Jerome, what's going on? Logan, Miguel. Okay. Logan, you say you don't have a 401k, but I won't. That's right, sir. Exactly. Exactly. Jerome, thanks for tuning in as always, my friend. Okay. I need to get this, man, but I'm going to start with the firm first. Is it possible to have this as a second account? Why I have so here's the deal, Ricardo. So each 5K is only for one account. Okay. Now there are some different there are different rules when it comes to props. That's something we have to speak on offline. Okay. There is an extra cost for the props because we have to. Oh, that's the other thing, guys. Forgot to tell you guys on the component, on the characteristics and the components. So here's the other thing about the bot. We don't send out when you purchase. We don't send out the files, as you guys know, and I've been knowing this for years too. But files can be duplicated, so we don't send out the file. We don't send out the secret sauce to nobody. We actually set this thing up for you, run it for you. Okay, we run it for you. Just want to give you a heads up. So that way the secret sauce is not stolen. The secret sauce is not stolen. Okay. But yeah, Ricardo, when you're ready, man, let's just hit me up. You can book a time on my calendar and we can talk about it. Okay. For real. Miguel, I did share the price of the bot, my friend. Did you get the price of the bot? Let me know, Miguel. I did go through that. I did go through that. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen, before I get off of here? Any other questions before I get off tonight? All right, folks. I appreciate you guys coming on. All right, cool, Miguel. Cool. All right. Well, you guys, hey, let me know when you guys are ready. Hey, again, we've been here. This is not going anywhere. It's already been proven, and this is I would just say this. This is not something that. This is not one of those fly by night opportunities. This is actually something that everybody needs. I believe that without a doubt. Like if your money is sitting in a savings account, it's doing nothing. As a matter of fact, and he might. I talked to one of my other colleagues the other day. Actually, he's one of my business partners / customers now. But we had a consultation call a couple of days. What was that? Friday, a few days ago. So he had told me. He's probably going to listen to this and probably comment on it later. He's probably listening now. But he said, man, you know what? He said, Ontario, I've been watching you for years. And he said, you know what? He said, man, both of my sons have done very well in the crypto. They made a lot of money in crypto, hundreds of thousands of dollars in crypto. But their money right now is sitting in Fidelity. The money is sitting in a Fidelity account. And I almost fell out of my seat. I was like, man, tell them. I said, bro, I said, listen to me. The amount of money that I think they have, which you told me that they made quite a bit in crypto, which I'm thinking they got a nice stash. If it's just sitting in fidelity, it's doing nothing. It's not doing them any justice. I said, get them on the bot as soon as possible. I said, get yourself on there first and then get them on. Okay, that way you got it. Okay, both everybody's making money now, and you ain't got to worry about the money collecting dust. That money collecting dust. Okay, the reason. Listen, folks, and that's the other thing. We're told traditionally, which is again, I'm sorry to say, it's the wrong information. We're told traditionally to when we work, we need to save money. Okay, yes, you want to save a little money, right? But don't save it. I mean, wisdom says don't put it all in the savings account. You got to do something with it, or it's going to collect dust. It's meant to be perpetuated, to be turned over and over again. That's what the rich do, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. And a lot of people are not educated on this factor. That's the reason that that the money is not being put to use. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Yes. So again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave some information below the video. You can join my WhatsApp group. You can book a time to speak with me if you're ready to roll. Book a time with me. We'll get you started. Okay, and then I do have a link to a particular broker that you can sign up for as well to get started. Oh, that's the other thing. The bot only works on MT4. The bot only works on MetaTrader 4. So I wanted to make sure you guys understand that. So I think I covered every angle tonight for you guys to understand. Okay. All right, Joseph Jones, I got you, sir. Let's do it. Let's do it. On the percentage. So you must have came in late, my friend. The percentage, it does anywhere from 1 to 9% per month. 1 to 9% per month. Okay. I would like to join, but contemplate. Well, I mean, hey, I can't, again, I'm not in the business of convincing anyone. If you're contemplating, if this doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. If it does, it does. Okay. Those who see it will join. Those who don't see it won't join. It's just the way it works. When you're ready, you know how to find me. When you're ready, you know how to find me. Very simple. Very, very. I mean, this is very simple. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Any other questions? All right, guys. Hey, enjoy the rest of your night or day, wherever you are in the world. Again, I'm going to leave some information below the video. You guys can also, again, I always leave my calendar link below. That way you can book a time, because I'm going to have several people look at this afterwards. So just book a time to speak with me, so we can get on the phone and so I can answer your questions. Okay. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Talk to you soon. Take care. Peace out.